Hi mamas, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna go through my top exercises and stretches for breastfeeding moms. We hold so much tension in our neck, shoulders, and back that can cause a lot of pain. And when we're continuously breastfeeding, we're often slumped down with bad posture, holding uncomfortable positions for a long period of time. So for these exercises, you will need a resistant band and some blocks. If you don't have blocks, you can use a hard cushion from like a sofa as a substitute. And for a band, you can just hold resistance in place of the band. It's not necessary to actually have the band to do these stretches. So let's get started. First, we're going to just take a couple deep breaths in and out. And then reach one arm over to the side and let that neck and head hang heavy. Opening up the armpit and shoulder. Now take it over to the other side. And just let that neck and head hang. Resume to a seated position and just gently hold your head to one side, only as much as feels good, and keep your face facing the front. And other side. And now if you have that resistance band, you can hold on to it and take it up and over, and just really trying to look over the top of your head. If you don't have a band, you can simply take your arms apart and gently lean back. A lot of the things that we're doing today are offsetting that continuously slumped forward position that we're put in to when we're breastfeeding, and to strengthen those shoulders to offset everything. All right, bring it forward. Now we are going to wrap our arms and squeeze our palms together and hold. So you're wrapped and holding. We're gonna unwrap, do the other side. All right. And then now we are going to, I'm just gonna go into a side view so you can see a little bit better. We're gonna go into a full forward fold. Again, just letting that back and neck hang heavy. If you want to put a block for support, you can do so. All right. Now we're going to scoop our legs behind us, and we're going to do some cat-cows. So you're going to get on all fours and arch your back. Just keeping your breath consistently. And try to extend in both positions as much as you can, but obviously without pain. couple more here. And then you can take it down. Straighten your arms out in front of you into a child's pose. And reach it over to one side and twist so that you're really stretching out that shoulder on that side. And you're resting your ear on the inside of your shoulder. And walk it over to the other side. Twist and rest. All right, we're going to take it back into all fours, and we are going to reach the arm up and scoop it down, and reach the arm up and scoop it down. We're going to do several repetitions here, and then we're going to hold the stretch. So again, we're just lengthening, stretching, and strengthening some of the muscles that will help stabilize everything during your breastfeeding journey. And this last one, we're going to hold it. And you can take the other arm up if that feels good, or wrap it around. All right, come to all fours again. We're going to repeat that on the other side. And one more rep, and we're going to hold. And reach the other arm up and wrap it around if that's comfortable. All right, next we're going to take it to our knees, and you can walk your fingers back for support and reach for those ankles. If that's too extended or too intense, you can keep your hands on your hips and lean back. Walk it back up. Take it back to all fours. That felt so good. And we are just going to do some extensions, raising your leg and arm opposite each other. If that's too intense, you can do one at a time. And other side. And take it to a down dog. This should feel very good. And if it feels nice, you can pedal out the legs or you can nod your head yes and no. All right, you can take it back down to the floor now, and this is one of my favorite stretches. If you don't have the blocks, you can use a stiffer cushion, and you are going to stack however many blocks depending on your back flexibility, and put the blocks in between your shoulder blades and reach your arms back to the floor. And just breathe and relax. But this should feel absolutely amazing. All right, gently take it back up. And then we are going to do a roll over. So lay on your back and roll your legs over your head. And you can either keep it in this position if that feels good, or you can completely drop your legs. And you can use your arms to support if that feels comfortable. All right, and then we're going to take it into happy baby, grabbing the bottom of your feet and pulling your feet down so that your knees are going into the floor. Gives your arms a little work and also just opens up your hips and back. We'll take it up to seated position. We're going to do seated rows. You can do this with a resistance band or without, and you are just pulling and squeezing your shoulder blades together as if you were pinching a pencil in between them. And you can go through these exercises multiple times, hold the stretches longer, and do several sets of 10 or 15 of each of these moves. All right, now we are going to take it to a stand, go into a straddle position, link up your fingers behind your back, and roll forward. Just feeling a stretch with your hands clasped behind your back, and let your head hang heavy. Next, we're going to go into a windmill, crossing your hand to opposite foot, back and forth, and reaching and looking up to the sky of that outer arm. Next, we are going to do a standing row. So if you don't have resistance bands, again, you are just going to use the resistance of your arms and pinch your shoulder blades together. This is really similar to the sitting row that we did, but it does stretch out your hamstrings in the standing position and also just put your body in a little bit different orientation. The rows strengthen your back and shoulder muscles, just offsetting that rounded posture that we tend to get as we age and as we breastfeed. All right, mamas, that is going to conclude our workout. If you liked this workout, tell me in the comments below. I have so many more moves and stretches that I do postpartum. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if topics like this interest you, and we will see you on the next video.